Hi, I'm Dr. Katie Chobot at Covington Veterinary Hospital, and I'm here to answer your questions today about dog wellness exams.
And how often should your dog have wellness exams?
Most young adult dogs should have a wellness exam once a year, but if your dog is 7 or over or has a chronic health condition, we're going to recommend probably a twice a year exam for your dog.
And what does the physical exam include?
The physical exam includes just looking at the alertness of your dog. We'll look at the mouth, the gum color, the teeth, make sure there's not dental disease. We'll look at the eyes and the ears, make sure they're healthy. We'll look at their coat and make sure their skin looks healthy. Listen to their heart and lungs. We'll palpate the organs in their abdomen and feel their joints and looking for any evidence of pain or discomfort. We'll also assess their body condition score to make sure they're at appropriate body condition, not over or underweight.
And then, which vaccines does my dog need?
Yeah, dogs need some core vaccines. The first, of course, is rabies, and that is a vaccine that's required by law. And the second is a distemper, adenovirus, parvo, and parainfluenza vaccine, and that is what our core vaccine includes. What we also recommend, if your dog is tolerant of this vaccine, the leptospirosis vaccine is core as well, because that's an infection that dogs can get from standing water, for example, and rodents are carriers, animals in the environment can be carriers, and that disease can cause liver or kidney failure for your dog and can be contagious to people as well. We may also recommend, based on your dog's lifestyle, some additional vaccines like kennel cough or Bordetella vaccine, influenza, or even Lyme disease to prevent Lyme infection from tick bites.
What type of test does my dog need?
Yeah, we do recommend a fecal exam every year, which screens for intestinal parasites. We also recommend a heartworm test that will screen for heartworm disease. And that heartworm disease test also includes tick screening, so it screens for infections like Lyme, Ehrlichia, and Anaplasma that can be transmitted by tick bite. Oh, and then we also recommend running some other additional blood work, CBC, which checks the red and white cell counts to make sure your pet looks healthy. We also recommend a chemistry, which checks the organ function, and then a urinalysis that can look for signs of an infection or kidney problems that your dog just can't tell you about.
What parasite prevention does my dog need?
We do recommend that your dog be on year-round heartworm and flea and tick prevention, and that is because heartworm disease is a concern, and we want to prevent flea and tick infestations, and all of those are really healthy for your dog. We also will screen your pet for intestinal parasites and see if they need any intestinal parasite prevention based on their test results.
And what food should my dog eat?
Yeah, your dog should eat. We also will discuss diet that your dog eats. We want to make sure that your dog is on a well-balanced diet designed for their size and their age and stage of life. And we do avoid raw diets and grain-free diets, as those can have some significant problems.
Does my dog need dental care?
Yes, your dog could need dental care. We will definitely check your dog's teeth and mouth for signs of disease or infection or pain and make recommendations. And this is another reason why we recommend annual exam, to make sure something hasn't changed in their mouth.
And then, should I ask my vet about my dog's behavior during the wellness exam?
We welcome questions about dog behavior. This is definitely one of my passions. We want you to have a good relationship with your dog, and we want your dog to have a happy life and best quality of life possible. So we welcome questions that you may have about your dog's behavior.
Why are wellness exams important?
I think wellness exams are really important because we can identify problems early and that can be causing discomfort or pain or illness for your dog. And also we can do a lot of preventative care. So dogs don't have words, and so this is our way of advocating for dogs and their health and happiness.
What should I do to prepare for my dog's wellness exam?
I would definitely want you to make a list of questions that you might have so that we make sure we address all of your concerns. I would also make sure your pet comes hungry, maybe a smaller meal or skip breakfast that day so that they're excited to have our treats that we have in the hospital. I also encourage you to bring a fresh fecal sample, maybe even a urine sample, depending upon your dog's history, because we're typically going to want to run those tests on your dog, and that makes it a little easier. Please check out our video on additional tips for veterinary visits.